Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, today on the channel, we're going to talk about net credit. Net credit is a lending company, it's an online lending company. Now, let's see what you think about it. Okay, the thing about it, okay, you do an application. Okay, you have to be 18 years of age to do an application. In some states, there's a couple of states where you have to be 19 years of age. But once you do the application, they they look at your application or whatever, and they do a debt to income ratio, and then they check out, I guess people that you borrowed from before. They do, it's called the credit worthiness, to see how you're paying things back, stuff like that. So they don't go solely off your credit. Now, for them to look at you, you do need a credit score from 500 to 680, which is not too bad. Especially, lower into the spectrum like 500 is actually not that bad. Now, they have a process. The process is called My Credit Fit Tool. Okay. Now, this goes in, and what it does is it's like a questionnaire. And then once you get through with that questionnaire, they do a soft um they do a soft check onto your credit. Now, the reason they do a soft check onto your credit is so they can see if, the things that you're telling them, is true or not, correct. They don't always go by that, but they do check that. And then once they do that, and then, the loan is approved, and you agree with the loan, they agree with all the terms and stuff like that with the loan, then they do a hard check onto your credit. Now, the hard check, it might, drop a couple points slightly off your score. If you've ever had anything done, you know what a hard check on your credit will do. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You've done the application, they've told you how, the money that you can get and stuff like that. And then once you actually, well, right before you get the money in hand, they show you, you can have an interest rates. This is where your interest rates come in at. Your interest rates can go from 34% all the way up to 155% APR, which is kind of crazy. But if you've ever done a loan like this, you kind of know what you're getting into before you get into it. Now, they do, once you get, the loan approved and you're fixing to get your money, well, that, they tell you what you're going to get. They do have an origination fee. And what that does is like an underwriter cost. And that cost, they actually take, once everything is said and done, they take 5% off of the top of your money, for that, underwriter's fee. Now, this is only if it's 36% or less. So I'm guessing if it's over 36%, it could be a little more than 5%, that they're taking or whatever. Now, this loan can go from 6 months to 60 months, because, they loan up to $10,000. So I guess it depends on how much money you get as far as they'll stretch out the loan. Now, if you get this loan and things just not looking right to you, or if you come up, what I'm saying, if you come across some money from somewhere and want to, put more money into it and this and that to kind of shorten the loan, you can do that. They do not penalize you for paying the loan off early, which is real good. I've gotten a loan like that before, and it was set up on like 36 months, and I believe I had it paid off within, which I now let me tell you this. I don't like to pay a loan off, especially if it's something like that, within 18 months, because a lot of times it takes it 18 months before it shows up on your credit. So if you're going to get the loan, at least let the loan work for you. So at least, no matter how many months it is, 30 months, 45 months, even up to 60 months, like they will do, if you're going to pay it off quick, at least let the loan stretch out for 18 to 24 months, because it'll help your credit. And I think a lot of us, that's what we, want this for, is to help our credit. Now, once you get all this and figure out what you want to do, don't be late on this loan. Well, I mean, you can be late, but let me tell you the reason why you don't want to be late on it. Because if your loan goes over 10 days, they will put either $15 or 5% of whatever your remaining balance is of that loan. They will put that on top of it. Let's say, for an instance, you have the remaining balance of your loan, you paid it all the way down to $1,000. Now, if you're late on that $1,000, if they put 5% on that $1,000, that's $50. So that'll put your loan up to $1,050. And I don't know how many times they'll do that or whatever, but you don't just it hurts your credit when you're late on loans and stuff like that. So it's just not a good idea. Okay, now let's talk about some of the reviews. Now, a lot of the reviews are not real bad. I think when you do the online application, there must be glitches in it or something like that, because it don't always come out right. Now, once you actually get someone on the phone, a lot of these people, they're working from home. So it still might be 50-50, if they want to, because I mean, they're not being watched. So they do whatever they want to do at home, also. But for the most part, all the reviews that I read, it was either the online process that they were having a problem with, or just some people that they were talking to. And actually, as I was reading the comments, I was wondering if it was going state to state, but no, it was seeming to happen in every state. So it's the online process is going to be your biggest problem, and then the next is going to be, the people. I just think they need to, vet their people a little better. Um, I don't know what the deal with that is, but it seemed to be a reputable company. So yes, I do agree with them, and I would probably, if I was in a position where I needed it, I would probably go to them, because I read a lot of stuff, and most of the stuff that I read was pretty good. Now I am right here is going to be, they have another thing. It's just like a credit. If you can't get a loan with them, you can get a line of credit, and I will put the line of credit right here. And but other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can be notified, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop, my next video and stuff like that, and just hang out with me. Appreciate it, guys. Do me a favor, be good to yourself, and please be good to others.